Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the GOAT, Tom Brady, and the Super Bowl champion New England Patriots as they match up with Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. With that, let's get up to Buffalo. Standing by at New Era Field, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Tom Brady and the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. Charles, AFC East matchup, and if we look back, everybody knows this, but the last 16 years of the AFC East, 15 times it's been won by these Patriots.
The other three teams in the division, Jets, Buffalo, Miami, they kind of remind me of the old Brooklyn Dodgers. Remember their rally cry? Wait till next year, because that's what it's been like trying to chase down the Patriots. I don't think the Patriots are even vulnerable yet. If anyone wins this division other than the Pats, they're going to have to earn it.
The children will grow, and it's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here are the Bills being led out by their quarterback, the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen, and of course the Bills, they've been looking for a franchise quarterback for a number of years, and now they think they have their guy. He certainly had his moments as a rookie, including an impressive win in Minnesota in his second NFL start.
Where's 52? 52's the mic. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Now a man closing in on 15,000 career rush yards, Frank Gore. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. This is the 3rd-round pick out of FAU, Devin Singletary. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Now let's take a look here at the Bills' offense.
When you play as well and as hard as Frank Gore, you get a chance to tour the NFL. How about his first 10 years in San Francisco, 3 in Indianapolis, a year in Miami, now starting his first year in Buffalo and his 15th NFL season? The game's active leading rusher and 4th all-time.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Starting lineup defensively for New England. You know, you go back to the Super Bowl with this crew. This Patriots defense in their last 3 games, they've allowed 3, 3, and 0 points. Is that good?
Say that again. 3, 3
in the Super
and 0?
Bowl. Yeah, 3 week 1 and 0 last week.
They are off to a tremendous start on that side of the ball. Very nice to have Jamie Collins back on the squad. Stephon Gilmore is an all-pro corner. He had a pick 6 against Miami. But think about who's coordinating the defense. There is no name coordinator in New England. The head coach is handling it, and he's handling it quite well.
Now, if they could just find a quarterback, they might be able to contend.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Brown signed with the Bills in March. Last year he was in Baltimore, 4 seasons in Arizona prior to that. But they're hoping that Brown can add a lot of speed to this offense, which he should. Last year in Baltimore, 715 yards and 5 touchdowns. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Gore now running out of the gun. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Dante Hightower on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They're running, man.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
6-man.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's complete to Croft. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust? Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game. Back to the ground game here. Gore. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Allen off the bootleg, rolling to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. From 17 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone. And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Tom Brady taking the field with the rest of the Patriots offense. And if you thought Tom Brady was going to slow down at 55 or however old he is now, no, you were wrong. Week 2.
Did you say 55?
I don't know. I lost track of numbers. I know it's over 40. I know it's well over. It's over 40,
yeah, it's
right?
Over 40.
Okay,
yes.
Just making sure. But 20-28 in Week 2 and a 43-0 drubbing of Miami. And he got Antonio Brown involved early in that game, didn't he?
On the first series of the game, he threw it 3 times. The only player targeted was Antonio Brown. And Antonio Brown made 3 catches during that sequence. So, yes, he got him going early. But I love the post-game press conference when they asked the head coach of the Patriots, did you try and get Antonio Brown going early? And he said, we throw it to the open guy. We've been doing that for 20 years around here. Perfect.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And the Patriot first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Michel. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And on the connection, this is Ryan Izzo, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Mike, 58, right there.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
Wait, that. Round 80. Round 80. Regular.
On 2nd and 7. Brady. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
that. Wait, 20. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Wait, 28. Check it, reload.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. His pass caught at the 4. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Wait, 10. Wait, 20. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. You need your head. Wait.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And just a simple, basic neutral zone infraction here, partner.
Yeah, when you're ready to launch and go get the quarterback, sometimes you take off a bit too fast.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try and run it with White. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run for it. This is White. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the patch 3. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. We got a second here to talk about the Bills as their offense comes back out onto the field. They're 2-0, off to a great start, and it's interesting. Their 2 games have been in New York so far, but neither in their own stadium. How about that?
Yeah, how about that? They took care of the Jets in Week 1, the Giants in Week 2, both games at MetLife Stadium, which you know people will tell you is in New Jersey.
Yes.
So we got to keep ourselves out
the
of
Garden State.
Here.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's the New York metro area, right? The metropolitan area. Now they head home for Cincinnati before a big one in Week 4 against New England. What a great start for now the #1 team in the Empire State, the Buffalo Bills.
That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. A little bit ago, we talked about the 2-0 teams in the NFL. Now for the flip side, the teams at 0-2. Historically, only about 12% of these teams are going to make the playoffs. And we said we have 9 that are 2-0. We also have 9, Charles, that are 0-2.
Including both New York teams. How about that? So you know there's no joy in the Big Apple right now, but Miami, Denver, Jacksonville, Washington, to name a few. And Arizona's 0-1-1. Now, we did see the Colts last year start 1-5 and come back and make the playoffs, so we know it can happen. If there's a likely team in that group, if Mason Rudolph can play well, I'd still keep an eye on Pittsburgh, and I'd also keep an eye on Carolina if Cam Newton jumps his game up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Will I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Allen now on 1st down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. His throw incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Allen to throw once more. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Hauschka with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Earlier, Charles, we were discussing New England's hot start to the season. Let's keep doing that as they roll back out here on offense. Week 1, they win 33-3. Week 2 against Miami, 43-0. So, math majors, at 76-3, they've outscored their opponents so far.
What a Super Bowl letdown for them.
Yeah.
You know, you hoist the Lombardi trophy. The next year, you have trouble getting started. And isn't the book on New England essentially after the first month of every season, they're 2-2? And then they win 12, 13 games, and you see them in the Super Bowl? They may get off to a super fast start this year. Next up, home against the Jets. Then they go to Buffalo, who's been surprising in the early going at 2-0. And then they're at Washington, who is 0-2.
Interesting. 3 straight AFC East games early in the season for them. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Brady to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Brady. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Ed Oliver busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
It's just me and you.
Shotgun now for Brady. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Brady. He's going deep for Brown. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And a dump off to White. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you gotta expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a pass dropped off here for James White, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain, and it's second down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. That time a slant. Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate. But most of the time, he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
Wait, that. Round 80. Round 80. Squeeze, double. Waiting hit. Hey, check it.
Brady now on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Pick it up.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Brady again. The tight end Lacoste here out on the right side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
No, 66.
To throw again on second down, Brady. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 6-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Throwing again on second down. Brady, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. From 6 yards away, as his guys are back within a single score.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Again, it's Brady. It fights him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Looking to throw on second down. Allen, and his pass incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now Allen. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. The Bills send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Wait, set, fly, 20.
Here we go.
They begin with Michel on the ground, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it indeed. Here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Brady gives this to White. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime, Mings, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Throw left side, reeled in by Lacoste. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down, Patriots.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Well, Brady's throw there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady gives to Michel. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, 66.
On play action, now Brady. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Matt Milano, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Oh, they come after him, and it's blocked. And they will wind up with the football and the possession. And that pressure there came from his left side. Maybe could have sped up the release, but he couldn't get it off in time.
And truthfully, the speed should be consistent each and every time. It should be quick mechanics. The best punters are the ones who can catch it, one step, and get rid of the football. Those are the ones you want. Anything more than one step in the NFL, you're flirting with disaster.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. Oh, no, he lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing on 2nd down. Allen caught on the right side by Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
He's not going to get me.
Allen now looks to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Allen now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
He completes it to Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 28-yard attempt.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Tom Brady needing a fourth-quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the fourth quarter like they are now. Now a throw here to his running back, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was 3rd in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White. Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Operating from the gun, Brady. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Face mask. Defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a one-score game. They'll look to throw, and Brown's got it for a Patriots touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the 2-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
Yeah, they would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that 2-point conversion. So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2. Now Brady. He's got Lacoste as tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get it.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. On the crossing route, complete. That's Smith. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, but now it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Brady and the Patriots now down 17-15. A little over a minute and a half remaining. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot.
Wait, 20. Let's go, dude. Let's go.
He's back to throw. And he's got Edelman on the out route. That's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Let's go, baby.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, well, man, what do you need? What's going on here? So always one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Switch.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.